Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back in with another cryptocurrency video. Today we're going to be talking about one of the up-and-coming stocks that has really skyrocketed this past week, which is Bakkt. This is a cryptocurrency related stock. As you can see, it's had a huge performance of over 200% run in the past week alone, which means that just a few days ago, it was sitting at $11, and we're now at a massive $42. So if you were at that low, that's even more than that 209%. In fact, when it IPO'd, right, it actually fell a bit. It went from around $10 down to a low of around $8, and then we saw the massive rise. Now, I was paying attention to it right here, and then I saw it slowly start increasing, and I saw that the market cap for a cryptocurrency related stock was on the lower side. And this is a company that has a lot of institutional backing. If you read many crypto news websites, you're going to see this company around. And that really surprised me to see a market cap that was fairly low, right? Now it's at 881 million, which is still not that high considering crypto related companies. So that is something from the start that caught my attention. And of course, it was at an even lower market cap back here, even at $20. And now we're reaching that 1 billion mark, which is still not that much for the scale that this company could have in a few years' time, as well as the amount of backing it has. And by the way, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our sponsor Femex. It is a great cryptocurrency exchange. It has spot trading and futures contracts trading on a wide variety and basket of cryptos, many altcoins that you can trade on. And if you're interested in checking them out, I'll leave a link to them in the description of this video. We're going to head right into some news for Bakkt, and then I'm going to be giving you my price prediction, of course. But what made Bakkt go up so much? So the big thing here, right, is they had two big partnerships that were announced, very recently, and that is really what kicked off this, run for Bakkt. Obviously, the cryptocurrency space is hot, so that helped as well. But I got to say, they did come out with some pretty impressive partnerships, one of which is actually MasterCard. You heard that correctly. It is the literal MasterCard that you're thinking of. They are officially partnered with them now. And, Bakkt is sort of a multifaceted cryptocurrency platform where you can do a whole bunch of stuff, right? Including a sort of rewards loyalty program. So interesting on how that could work for the future. One of the things that they're trying to do, right, is to generate revenue in two main ways. One of them is taking a 2% cut of each payment as a transaction fee, and they earn 2% spread on each cryptocurrency purchase or conversion back to fiat currency, right? They're supposed to be used sort of like a crypto debit card. And they talk a little bit about what the management expects in terms of revenue, right? Looks like $889 million in revenue this year, which is basically the size of their market cap, and that is mostly coming from crypto trades. Now, what's key here is that they do expect to remain unprofitable for a while, but by 2025, Bakkt is expected to generate $6.6 billion in revenue. Now, this is a huge deal, right? That's basically only 4 years out, and that's going to be a full-on 600% increase or more in their revenue. Now, I'm just going to point back out, right, that Bakkt is only at an $800 million market cap right now. And, we are currently on a pump. Could we fall back down? Yes, absolutely, right? I mean, it's hard to tell because, for example, their earnings are coming up very soon on November 12th. That could, make the stock move even higher to $100, or we could see it push back down to $20, maybe even retest lower levels, right? But what matters here is that any pullback will probably be bought back up fairly quickly, and don't be surprised if this stock keeps running, right? That's one of the things that I also want to point out. Now we're going to get a little bit into their actual partnerships here, which, like I said, are very impressive, and they also expect to expand overseas. Now their partnerships are, first off, MasterCard, right? And that's going to enable consumers to buy, sell, hold cryptocurrencies and access crypto-centric loyalty programs, as well as crypto-linked debit and credit cards. And there are over 1.1 billion MasterCards in circulation worldwide. So that just shows you the scale of the market and that partnership with MasterCard. That's also official on their Twitter as well if you go check it out. They announced that they are now partnered with MasterCard for merchants, fintechs, and banks. So that is sort of a broad solution to cryptocurrency and obviously could bring in massive revenue. The other one is Fiserv, which I personally don't know that much about this company, but they are a financial services company. And if you take a look here at what this article says, right, they provide money transfer services to more than 100 million digital banking users. So also a very wide network there that Bakkt is going to be getting access to. And like I said, a lot of institutions are invested and are pushing back pretty hard. So that is also going to help them out quite a bit. And the article also talks, is this growth sustainable? Depends how you look at it. I personally think, just based off market cap alone, it's very, very reasonable and fair for it to go up several 100% in the next few years. So I think that it is sustainable. Like I said, short term, yes, we could always see a pullback, even if it may seem like a harsh 50% pullback. You have to understand the stock is up over 400% in the last 2 weeks alone. And with that being said, they do expect to have a compound annual growth rate of 75% between 2021 and 2025, right? And that's where that $6.6 billion in expected revenue is going to come in 2025. And that CAGR will probably mean that the stock will go up a similar percent, if not more, every year on average till 2025. So, I mean, that is a huge, huge deal. And there's another, article here that I just wanted to point out. You can see the CEO of Bakkt, which actually has a pretty impressive track record here, serving at JP Morgan and Citigroup's digital banking efforts. But what you'll see is he says we couldn't be more excited to partner with MasterCard to combine loyalty and crypto to create new innovative options for merchants and consumers. Now, I kind of am expecting in a way, right, that Bakkt is going to be sort of a future big player in terms of almost the back end of how crypto will be used in a mainstream way, similar to how Visa and MasterCard are today, right? So, those are multi-hundred billion dollar companies. MasterCard has over a $300 billion market cap. And if Bakkt can just get a small percentage of that, right? Let's say 5, 10, 15, maybe even $30 billion eventually, that's going to be a huge 10, 20, 30x increase in terms of the stock price alone, right? And obviously could become a pretty stable company as well down the line once the volatility is out the way and the platform becomes more established. It's not yet fully an established platform. I personally don't like the website that much. It's not very clear what exactly they're targeting specifically. You get a basic idea with the app here. I haven't personally tried the app, but it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Crypto, cash, loyalty program, something you would expect from this type of thing. And they are, however, multifaceted. They aren't just working on that, right? They have a consumer side of things, which is what we just talked about. They have a business side of things, where they have crypto custody programs for institutions, like you can see here. So they have multiple things that they're working on in the cryptocurrency space. It's not just one thing. And if we go back to the stock price, you can see this big increase. What I want to point out is, like I said, if by any chance they surprise on earnings and put out some really impressive numbers, we may see a run to $75 to $100. If the earnings disappoint or scare people in any type of way, expect a pullback a bit lower. But I think that that's just all playing out in the normal pattern of what's supposed to happen here for Bakkt. Obviously, if you look at the chart, we're way above the Bollinger Band. We've been going up parabolically nonstop, but keep in mind that growth that is behind this, and those earnings will really give us a lot more detail on the quality behind this company, right? And that's going to be one of their first public earnings as well. So if we look at, there are some big gaps open. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more here on the chart. So like I said, knowing the increase and hype behind this stock recently, don't be surprised if this sees a massive drop out of nowhere. I mean, we do have a huge gap open at $10, which means that we could fully go from $50, or even if we went to $75 and come all the way back down to $10. This is going to be a very volatile and, sort of big ups, big downs type of crypto company. And that is just something to realize as a reality, at least for right now, while it's still in its smaller more developmental stage. That doesn't mean that it can't do good though. Not all gaps fill, but a lot of them do. That's something that you can learn in my technical analysis master course. So right now, the basic idea, right, is like I said, if earnings are good, if the hype continues, we could still see this push further. Expect definitely some resistance around $50, which could be the first level to really cause the stock to slow down. However, if we just go straight past that and start pushing $75, maybe even $100, that could happen before we see a bit more of a consolidation. So it still has room to run, absolutely. With that being said, do be cautious because the opportunity for us to fall back down to $25, $20, or even as low as $15 or $10 are also fully possible. So, if this is not a stock that I would consider safe in the sense that the volatility will be extreme for the foreseeable future, in my opinion, not financial advice, just my personal opinion. With that being said, the long-term outlook is bullish, right? This could easily be it depends, the stock might split, but a $500 plus stock in a matter of 4 years, in 2025 alone. This is a stock that could easily 10x or at least 5x during that time period. So very, very bullish outlook for Bakkt. Could even become a future mainstay, mainstream crypto company, which could have tens of billions of dollars in market cap down the line. So there's a huge long-term opportunity as well. And keep in mind, there's a lot of crypto ETFs coming out. I think Bakkt is absolutely going to be a stock that these crypto ETFs, big institutions, and banks will hold. That's also going to really cause this stock to skyrocket long term and to just pile on more and more market cap. Like I said, if these crypto ETFs maybe put 5% of their holdings in Bakkt, that's going to be a huge amount of money over the years that's going to pour into this company. And with that being said, check out Femex if you're interested in crypto trading. Absolutely one of the best exchanges, very cheap fees as well, cheaper than Binance, cheaper than pretty much anything out there. And as far as learning technical analysis, check out my technical analysis master course, less than $20, comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, great reviews from the students. And finally, make sure to check me out on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe and have a great day. I'll see you next time.